Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Badgers will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go on the attack first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Washington. It's complete to the right. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Hand off to the single back. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Terrapins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Badgers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number 1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feet turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10 coming up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Smith wants to throw. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Badgers are marching down the field. Give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Badgers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Washington. They're setting up the screen. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. To the air on 2nd down. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the grab. It's Dupree.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Mason. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They punt it away on 4th down. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. This time it's complete.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. First play of the period will be a second down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country. They were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Just a short pass to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on video.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Right on the money. Hard-hitting tackle. Listen to this place. Oh, man, have they loved their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll try to sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. The hand to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Kick is in the air. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the touchdown, Terrapins! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's Ballard. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Get it out on the screen. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hauls it in. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And This guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barry Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hand off to Jones. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Badgers are in the hurry-up.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
Smith wants to throw. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. They kick it away on fourth down. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. It's caught. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fleming. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
The Terrapins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Badgers want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Badgers line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Washington. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Terrapins come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. He leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Brooks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Ballard. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Badgers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Finds a tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Smith wants to throw. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and turning it on. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Dupree. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
They go backwards on the play. It's a turnover.
They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Washington. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Third down play from the gun. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Here's a quick throw out to the left. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. He'll keep it himself. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll run it again. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. And off to Jones. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of, pardon me, windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Snagged in the middle. It's Mason. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Jones. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing on.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell